trying my best.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Go up like this. Push with this arm and pull with that.
It's, you know, it looks light, but it's not.
Yeah. No, I know. I've done it before.
Okay.
Can I release?
Yeah, just ease up on it.
Yes. Ooh, okay.
It almost cleared the bone.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, my arm is sore. Okay. Ooh, ooh.
That's a red oak. That's a white oak. That over there, that big one, that's a white oak. Different types of acorns, and the deer prefer some over others.
Okay, it's Monday, October 30th. It's the day before Halloween here in South Korea. Today I'm gonna do the Xemnas fight. And as is always the case with these, I haven't played this game in months. And once again, I had to update my PlayStation 4 before I could even open this app.
No more. Erase.
Oh, off to a great start, as always.
No more.
Back off! It's over!
Pay attention. Grovel.
Back at you! See ya!
To the moment. Insolence. Be gone. To the vault. Erase.
So long! Got him!
No more.
Heal!
Grovel. No. Pay attention.
Take this over here! It's over! Take this!
Oh, I didn't mean to block. Okay. Okay, I just beat him while I wasn't recording, and then I fought him again and got him to where I could have beaten him, but I didn't, so I feel pretty okay now. It's kind of sloppy, but I think I can do it.
No more.
Over here. Back off. Yeah. Back off.
First.
Take this.
Insolence. To the void.
Take this. So long.
Insolence. Be gone.
Back off.
Insolence. No.
Heal.
Are you ready?
Back off. Got him. See ya. Fire.
Insolence. Be gone.
Heal.
Be gone. Be gone.
Heal.
Erase. First. No more. Be gone. Are you ready? Insolence. Insolence.
Heal.
No more.
Take this.
Grovel.
Okay. Whew, that was tough. Okay. My heart's beating pretty fast. It must take unspeakable strength to have a heart. Whatever Xemnas says, I forgot. I don't think I used my Kupo coin. I did not. Okay, I did that pretty well. I might actually do one more in this same session. I might, so let's see.
It's Jihi.
Hi, who
was an old bridge here at one time. And that's one of the timbers for the bridge. You can see it. The four-wheeler trail used to come through here, and the creek started taking some of it. So I moved it to over there.
Up here? Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
My dad said this is a deer trail. Gee, he said, how do you know? And my dad said, I just know. Because I've been doing it all my life. There used to be a field.
Yeah, and the previous owner would carry his tractor and mow it,
Hmm.
and he quit, and that's what happened over time.
That's what a field turns into when you leave it alone. This is cool. Are they fish? She's asking.
Little fish.
Little ones. So there are beavers in here?
Yes. See some of the bark remaining? The beaver eat the bark off of it. See bark left here? All of that is where the beaver has chewed the bark off of it.
So what do they do after they chew it? They eat it?
They eat it. That's food for them.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Just got that stick from right here.
Otters different animals, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And mink,
Mink?
like a mink coat. Seen a mink on
Oh,
the,
really? Do they also live in the water?
alongside the water. They'll eat like part of it.
G has some experience with sliding.
Right here's one of my creek stones.
Oh, cool.
That's where I hunt out of fish. And it's right next to the creek.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
So I'm blocking them here
So they can go.
to push them, get them closer. See where they started? Here's the old one. And there's another one down there. You see where they started trying to. I'll probably block this too. I drove that in the ground to wire and hold this so that it wouldn't wash away, blocking that one to get them across here.
Oh, okay, okay. So this is an
You can see where they're crossing. See the deer track? And they're crossing here too. Watch your step. That's either coyote or beaver. Probably beaver.
Oh. Wait, what?
You want to do from coyote or beaver?
Coyote or beaver, yeah. Okay.
What cut?
How to slide,
Ah,
but if you pull down,
Oh wow.
it won't come down.
Oh.
Now I can ease off of it and get it to slide down. But if you pull down like this as if you were to fall,
Oh, okay.
it stops it. It's that special type of knot.
Oh, that's cool.
And it goes that way. I'm safe from the ground all the way up the whole time I'm hunting until I come back down to the ground again. All my tree stands has this.
Oh, wow.
Are you okay going this way?
Yeah, no problem.
Six, I think.
Oh, okay. But don't deer know where it is? No, they don't tell their
They get
friends?
used to them. They don't really.
Okay. Okay.
They don't really know. They don't. If they see it, they don't really associate it with danger.
And
Triple oak.
It's oak trees, and there's 3 of them, or at least 3 trunks.
when you go off, like how long do you usually spend?
I have stayed all day.
All day?
Not every time, but I have.
Not getting down?
Usually from before daylight to 11 o'clock.
Okay.
That's the normal. But if it's a really good day, I may, and the rut is going on, the mating season, I might stay all day.
So once you have like, once it has deer, do you keep it aside and continue hunting? Or
No, I usually,
once you have one, then you go
if
home?
I shoot it,
Mhm.
I'll give it some time to make sure, because they always run off.
Oh, okay.
I'll give it some time to make sure that it's died.
Mhm.
Then I'll get down and track it by the blood.
Oh. So it's not like they get shot and they die immediately?
No, not with a bow.
Oh, okay.
Not usually. Occasionally, but most of the time not.
But if you like shoot multiple times, no?
If you hit him in the right spot, it's only one shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible if you hit it in the spine or something that it would drop right there, or sometimes in the shoulder. But most of the time, if you
They
shoot it,
They run away.
they'll run away. You have to look for them.
This is called mineral block. It's different from salt lick? Or is it pretty much the same
Well,
thing?
I've bought pure salt. Mineral has salt in it and other minerals. And then this particular one here, this one is a natural salt. It has some other minerals too, but they like this better than anything I found.
Okay.
But doesn't that mean that they can smell it too?
Yes, but that's one reason why you get up high, because you're trying to beat their nose and you're trying to beat their eyes.
Okay.
So when you're higher, you can move some, and they, and like right now, I can't see that tree stand. If I'm just walking, I can't see it. But if I was on the ground hunting, I'm right in a deer's plank line of sight. Up here, you're above it,
Oh, okay.
and your smell. Now the smell will sometimes drift down on the wind currents. But I use unscented detergent to clean my clothes, everything, all the soap, the shampoo, everything is non-scented. No sweet smelling anything.
okay.
The deodorant, everything
Okay.
non-scented. I keep my clothes in airtight bags to try to keep the deer from smelling me.
Do you know why he uses non-scented shampoo and soap and stuff? It's because deer don't have a lot of tolerance for nonsense.
Neither do you.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, what's this one for? This one is hanging here. I guess they can smell.
Yeah. Deer poop. Oh, it's the thicket.
This used to be field.
Antler
It
rug.
started turning back into woods, and I wanted it to stay thick in here. So I've cut a lot of trees over the years since we've owned it. I've cut a lot of trees down to get more sunlight to the ground, which brings up more young growth. There's a whole lot in here that deer will eat. Okay. It's my favorite.
You can see like the air.
I can see the field all the way to those woods over there, across the field, all up and down the fence row. And this trail that we're standing on, this is where the deer travel. Look how close it is. And because it's in a cedar tree, there's a whole lot of cover around me to help hide me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of limbs, a lot of green. It stays all year long.
Camouflage, yeah.
Like that? Oh, okay. And here too?
Top and,
Oh, okay.
and even on my face.
Oh really? You put like paints?
No, I've got a hood thing, thin material that's got a place for your eyes and your mouth that I slide over,
Wow.
and gloves.
Oh, cool.
Ninja. Always have fox squirrels that come by.
My dad said he's seen some amazing sights from that tree stand. But you can't imagine just standing here. Cherry tree?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was really big.
See, there's a wild cherry.
Big?
Bark. Wild cherry. Trying to find a route for the little stickers.
Gee, what kind of tree is this?
It's dead trees.
That was my dad's joke. You know what kind of tree this is? What kind? It's a dead tree.
I used to get Linda on that one every time. This used to be all level.
My dad cut this pipe up and filled it with concrete to have a place to cross on his four-wheeler. A lot of it's gotten washed off though.
How's that for a view?
So when you own this property, does that mean that nobody can come in unless under your permission?
They're not supposed to.
Ah, what if they just break in?
Well, if I don't know it, I can't do anything about it.
But what if like, what if you found out?
Tell them not to do it again. Unless it was this property, unless they're with me. Because I want to know how often it's hunted. I want to know where it's hunted. Because I want it to stay good. So I'm keeping it under control.
Yeah, you don't want them to.
They just come way too much, and Linda and I like to sit down on these rocks and just take in a view. This is
I saw like a video of people like hunting. They usually have like a dog with them. So after someone is shot, then the dogs go after.
try to find it. Yeah.
Have you hunted with dogs?
I've tried to find the deer with dogs before,
Oh, okay.
but I wasn't hunting initially with the dog. I hit the deer and I couldn't find it, so I brought a dog.
Okay.
That creek,
Uh-huh.
the spring, is the edge of our property,
Uh-huh.
and the fence up there is the edge of our property. So it's long and narrow.
Okay, so it's like this.
So one edge of it is water, and the creek down, the main creek is water. So there's the main creek runs this way, and then this stream, which runs year round, tees into the main creek. The leaves are all kind of bare spots. Where turkeys have been in here scratching,
Oh, yeah.
looking for acorns
Ah.
out of this white oak tree. I bet you this is some rocks that I put up here.
Are turkeys afraid of people too?
Pretty much all wild animals are, I
This
guess.
is from a past walk that I made. And I didn't want to carry them out. I was just walking. But I put them there on the trees.
My dad put these here. He said this looks like a snake with the mouth open. You can play the circus game. Just jump through it, yeah.
What?
This post with like a...
This is the old bucket. This is
Oh,
the
okay.
end of our property.
Ah.
See the old fence?
Uh-huh.
It goes up to that.
Uh-huh.
It goes all the way down to the bottom.
But, how do you get to your car?
You can see a little bit of something over here.
Uh-huh.
They've told me I could come in that way too,
Oh.
but I like coming in from the other side. But I could come in
Okay.
and hunt, you know, and park over there
Uh-huh.
and not have to walk as far. But squirrels like the nuts off of it. That's a hickory tree, but a different type. See the difference in the bark? See how this is real, that's tighter, it's not as flaky. Two different hickory trees side by side, but a different variety. There's another scaly bark. See the scaly bark on it?
Oh.
oak. That's a red oak. That's a white oak. That over there, that big one, that's a white oak. Different types of acorns, and the deer prefer some over others.
So we
We're
just
almost to the
we
end.
just found like a mayonnaise jar or something.
There's a jar and there's the bucket.
We found it like right here, and so my dad just put it right there. Said when we see that jar, we know we're close to the end. The jar, the bucket, we'll know we're near the end of the property. Okay, mayonnaise jar. We're turning back now, going back the way we came. I just said, what kind of tree is that? He said, dead tree. My dad was like, there you go. Geez, pretty quick. That's where you sat just earlier, right?
No, I was further down.
Oh, were you?
This is actually where Linda and I will come and sit and just maybe sit for 15 minutes and just look at the hillside. You can see the stream down there.
Do you think the dog would stop barking?
I don't know.
I've got short legs, that's why I'm slow.
It's okay. My body.
I guess you were like a toddler when you had these short legs.
There's a game that I played with. It's called Flicking Sticks. Well, you have a stick about like this. You'll get up next to another stick on the ground and you'll go. That's flicking sticks. Now, if you were 2 years old, you'd really like this. You gotta be 2, but you know. You guys have a little boy or a little girl on he or she how to flick a stick. This guy, it looks similar to the ash.
Poplar.
That's
Poplar
an ash,
tree.
and that's a poplar. If you look close at the bark, you can kind of tell the difference, but they look similar. Burl. You heard of burl wood? It's like a fungus that will get in wood, and it causes the grain of the wood just
It's a burrow.
probably, but it's highly sought after to make like wooden bowls and even furniture, because it's really pretty grain, just because it's all.
A hole? Oh. Hey, what kind of hole is this? There's a hole right there.
It's like this size. What are their names?
Could be a raccoon or opossum or groundhog or.
Those animals that live on the ground, they eat.
Mold?
Oh yeah, mole.
Maybe, okay. Usually moles have like a hill of dirt where they go in and out.
you'll go right over to the edge of that. There's a lot of little tiny snails in the water
Okay.
on the rocks.
Over here? Oh, here, I'll go. So my dad pointed out all these little black dots are snails. I used to love snails when I was a kid. Snails?
What's that called? Escargot?
Snails again? Yeah. All snails, all the black dots.
Walking up through here in the water, it's kind of fun.
Another big hole. Oh, okay.
And there was water shooting out of the hillside right there like a fire hydrant.
Oh wow.
I'm not exaggerating. It's probably shooting out 6 feet in the air.
Wow.
Right out from the top there.
After a really heavy rain, you said?
After a super heavy rain.
Yeah.
And all of these had a lot of water coming out of them. Oh, y'all. That would be up to you guys. Don't get the refrigerator. That's
Got this smear on my pants just from barely brushing it against a stick earlier. Okay, good. Go.
Jihi, what kind of tree is this?
That tree.
A dead tree. Very good.
So this is what I wanted to record because they are cutting all these trees down. We even saw like a
Yeah, you can
bobcat.
see, yeah, where they cleared it out.
Yeah, and it's already more clear than I want it to be. And so I just want to remember this because this is going away.
Oh, this is what you're talking about on the left and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna get even worse as we get up here, and you'll see. I just want to remember this how it was. This field here is gonna be full of houses, I think. It's been this way all my life. I mean, this is one of the things that's like from my earliest memories. Like, there are very few things carved as deeply into my brain from repetition as this stretch of road, you know? And it's always looked like this. And it's gonna be full of like these ugly houses. Oh, there's some deer. Gee, you see the deer? Yeah. Gee,
I guess I could slow down. I couldn't.
That's okay. I almost said sweetheart. I'm so used to saying to Jihi, oh, it's okay, sweetheart. Like, it was on the tip of my tongue. I'm really glad I didn't say that.
Oh, that would have been terrible. I would just have to drop you off here. Never get past it.
It was on the tip of my tongue. It's just like muscle memory. I say it to you all the time, don't I, G? Like, that's okay, sweetheart. So I actually kind of don't know the way to my dad's house. LOL. Okay. DM meat.
Hungry and they want a second burger. There's 2 more.
You like the deer burger, G? How's the deer?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
She's walking right up to the railing.
G's getting some turkey footage. Bunch of gobblers with beards.
And when they're trying to impress a female, they fan their feathers out.
One of the objects that I've whittled is a gobbler. When he's strutting and he's got his feathers and everything all spread out. It's one of those figures that's up on the fireplace now.
Oh, really?
Go up like this. Push with this arm and pull with that.
It looks light, but it's not.
Yeah. No, I know. I've done it before.
Okay.
Can I release?
Yeah, just ease up.
Yes. Cool. Okay.
It almost cleared the bone.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, my arm is sore. Okay. Oh,
Out in here some too. Think about where the windows are.
Gee, he corn thrower. In January of this year, I visited home in Tennessee with Jihi. It's something I wanted to do for years. I couldn't tell you how many times I talked about it with her. I couldn't tell you how many times since the trip that I've told her what a dream come true it was. I wanted to show her where Jamison and I grew up, the roads our mom drove us down, the Tennessee woods we played in. I wanted to share the taste of the deer my dad hunted that we grew up eating. I wanted to introduce my wife to my extended family and to my friends. I wanted to take her to all the good restaurants, the old-fashioned diners, wanted her to try hash browns, cornbread, fried catfish, chili, meals you don't usually find in Korea. Jihi tried blackberries for the first time on this trip. She saw deer up close when they came up out of the woods to eat the corn we'd thrown in my dad's backyard, an experience far removed from anything you'd see almost anywhere in the comparative cityscape of so much of Korea.
What do people do?
My dad no longer lives in the house I grew up in, but the new owners were kind enough to welcome us in and let me give Jihi a tour, which didn't last all that long because it had rained and the grass was slick, and Jihi slipped and fell in the backyard and got mud all over her pants, but by that point we'd already been inside. She got to see the stairs my family walked up and down every morning and every night, and the room we always put up our Christmas tree in. During this trip, we also briefly went to Florida to visit some of Jihi's family. They gave us great food and took us to Gatorland, and we got to see the Atlantic before flying back to Tennessee. Since I've known Jihi, she's come to share my interest in gaming. She's played through the entirety of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and its Future Redeemed DLC campaign and come closer to 100% completing both than I have, become better at fighting bosses and waves of enemies in the Colosseum and Hollow Knight than I am, and while she usually can't do much against my 25 years of Super Smash Bros. Muscle memory, she does beat me on occasion, and she's my favorite partner for fighting level 9 CPUs. Of course, part of getting into Smash Bros. Is becoming familiar with the characters. Jihi knows who Cloud and Sephiroth are now. She can't name nearly every Final Fantasy music track just from hearing the first second or two like I can, but she knows Aeris's theme, and she definitely knows One Winged Angel. So it was extra special that my mom got us tickets to see the Final Fantasy Distant Worlds concert in Nashville. It was special that Bobby, also visiting home at the time, was able to join us. Bobby's a regular in this series and on my channel in general, and he's even more into Final Fantasy than I am. As I said at the very start of this series, before getting Kingdom Hearts, Jamison and I saved up our money as kids to buy a PlayStation 2 and 2 Final Fantasy games, 7 and 9. 9 ended up being our favorite. Its OST was the first CD soundtrack I ever bought, and we listened to it in the car with our mom over and over. During this concert, the Nashville Symphony played an arrangement of You're Not Alone, one of our favorite tracks from that game. I wish Jamison could have been there for it. When we thought the show was over, Arnie Roth came back on stage for an encore of To Xanarkand, and then, finally, One Winged Angel. One Winged Angel has never been my favorite track, but it's the one Jihi knows best, and I was thrilled she got to hear it live. Several years ago, when Jamison was living in California during what was probably the happiest time in his adult life, he visited our hometown together with his girlfriend Catalina. They went on a walk through the woods with my dad just like I did this past January with Jihi. To quote my dad, I was showing them the property and we were all the way in the far end of it. It was close to a mile from the truck and the sky opened up in torrents. Each of us got soaked to the bone, but I really think the rain enhanced the overall experience and made it more memorable. We were all smiling and laughing and shared all the day brought to us. If things had worked out differently, more happily, Jamison would still be here, and Catalina might have become a part of our family. We all hoped she would. I'm grateful every day for Jihi and for the chance to have shown her my home and the things and places and people that matter to me. I'll just always wish that Jamison could have been included in that. It's a shame that he and Jihi won't get to know each other. Today, November 10th, is Jamison's birthday. This year he would have been 31, a year older than I myself was when he died. I was 31 when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out and I started on this series. I'm always making these little observations about numbers. The nearly 5-year age gap between us has always been special to me. It feels like some cosmic truth of our brotherhood that's hard-coded into the world. And these past years since Jamison died, the 5-year window has somehow felt like a safe haven for me. And now we're past it. We're more than 5 years out from the day he died. It feels like it's being left behind, because I guess it is. That's what time does. A different 5-year window related to Jamison and me that I'm still on the inside of is the time between the present day and the start date of this tribute series, April 20th, 2019. For what would have been Jamison's 29th birthday 2 years ago, I showed the magnificent sunrise from Songsan Ilchulbong, arguably the best spot for watching the sunrise in South Korea. For his 30th birthday last year, I showed a sunrise from a mountain shrine in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I've done a birthday episode every year since starting Always on My Mind. This video has mostly focused on my visit home with my wife, which may seem like a weird choice for a birthday episode, but I wish so much that he could have been a part of that, and in a way it comforts me to have sort of followed in his footsteps a little from when he visited home back in the day. I feel like Jihi and I are living out a life path similar to what I wanted for him. Maybe he'd be happy to see that, or just to see some footage of home. So that's my present to him this year, just some things I think he might have liked to see. This year, it's a 3-part gift. There was an ice storm in Tennessee while I was visiting, and I finally got to interview our cousin Christopher for this series. He and Jamison were really close. I want to show all of that, and so the next 2 videos after this one can be considered parts 2 and 3 of this birthday gift. There's one more thing that feels appropriate to put into this particular video. I'm gonna do my very best to finish this series by April of next year. I'll record the vlog on April 5th, 15 days before the 5-year anniversary of the first video, just like Jamison's birthday is 15 days before mine, thus aligning the vlog side of Always on My Mind in its entirety with the precise span of time that, for whatever reason, always comes to mind when I think about Jamison and me being brothers. I'll publish the finished product on April 20th, the actual 5-year anniversary. Maybe all these dates and numbers seem like a bizarre and arbitrary thing to focus on, but it's how my brain works and how I think, and I want this series for Jamison to be an offering that's authentically mine. I have a lot of conflicting feelings about letting go of Always on My Mind. Part of me feels like I'm not going to know what to do without it. Living will feel different when I'm not always thinking about what to do for future videos. I halfway expect that a new wave of sadness and emptiness and depression is going to roll in once it's finished. I guess I'll find out. But ultimately, I think the series is something I'll be proud of, something worth celebrating, maybe, in the appropriate sense of the word in this context. It's an achievement, and for me, a personal triumph. And hopefully it can be something for Jamison too, in whatever way it's possible for it to be. So for Jamison's birthday this year, along with a lot of heart-tugging footage of home and the best introduction of my wife, his sister-in-law, that I can make to him under the circumstances, I give the promise that I'll hold this 5-year truth as meaningful and time the completion of this tribute series with it in mind. 5 years between us, 5 more episodes after this one, and 5 years total of creating to honor my brother. Happy birthday, Jamison.
Hi. You didn't write my name.
I didn't write Jihi's name, I didn't know. Sorry.